Hey guys, this is Alex back at you for the final time in Kingdom Hearts Final Mix for the PlayStation 4. Today we are going to be doing that rare Heartless guide I told you guys about a little while ago. And we're going to start right here in Traverse Town with the Sniper Wild. And as you will come to notice, these guys resemble the Bouncy and Power Wilds, except they're a lot more ornery. The main method I mainly use to take these guys out is to stop them, like you just noticed, and go ahead and take them out, because the bad thing about these guys is if they spot you, they will summon a bunch of their friends to come and beat the crap out of you, basically. There's really no other way to describe it. That's basically what happens. I'm not going to show you that because that would be kind of counterproductive, but just trust me on this. If they see you, just run out of the room, because there is no beating them or getting your rare material that you need from these guys after they've already seen you. So another thing to note is that once you beat the first one, 2 will appear, and then once you beat those 2, 3 more will appear all at the same time. And that's what makes these guys kind of difficult, is the strength in numbers. If just one of them sees you, it's basically like all of them seeing you, and they will summon their friends and have a party and kick your butt. So, like I said, if that does happen, just run out, come back, and usually they will respawn. A good way of knowing whether or not they're in the area is when you first walk through the door from the first district. Usually, if they aren't here, the wyverns will appear, and if they are here, there will be nothing else in this area at all. Hopefully we get away with this. I think we did. Okay, so that was them seeing me. If you noticed, their eyes glow pink when they do see you, and that is really bad. You want to stop them immediately if they do catch you and just take them out. So there we go. There's our Power Stone, and I'm gonna go ahead. Actually, I'll show you guys really quick what it looks like when they do see you. Okay, so there's the pink eyes, and look at that. Here they come to kick my butt all at once. So we need to get out as fast as possible, because they will just keep on showing up. So next we're going to head in kind of chronological order, I guess you could say. I'm going to go to Wonderland next. So let's head on over there. Alright, so here we are in Wonderland, and I'm going to go ahead and start at the Queen's Castle. So for this one, we're going to want to go to the Bazaar Room when it's straight up, and we're going to want to be small, and this is a good sign. A good way to know whether this next rare Heartless is going to be here is if you see a whole bunch of shadows appear when you first get in. So with this one, there will be 3 waves of shadows. So I just beat the first one, and there will be another one after this current one. And then finally, the rare Heartless will appear. And this is a great place. You can see I already just got 2 Lucid Shards. This is a great place to go ahead and farm those Lucid Shards. You'll need quite a few of them. It's somewhere close to like 20, I think. So here we go. These are the biggest shadows. And the thing with these guys is if they touch you, they will disappear, because they don't need to kill you. They're just like, oh, I hit Sora, okay, I'm out. So you're going to want to cast your Agrabah or spell, and take these guys out before it wears off, and you will end up getting your Fury Stone. Oh, I just got 2 of them. Look at that. Sometimes you get lucky and you get 2 of them, and sometimes even a Lucid Shard. So that's it for these guys. Very easy. You should get probably about 7, I think, of those. And now we're gonna move on to Deep Jungle. And this next one does show up like throughout the entire game, like even when you're playing through like Deep Jungle, after you seal the keyhole, this guy will appear. If you haven't noticed him already. So hopefully he'll appear for us right away. So just kind of ignore these guys. And let's see, there he is. So this is the Black Ballad, and he kind of does this kind of thing where you have to follow him around. And the best way, see, and if you choose wrong, then he will hurt you. And the best way to do this is to just pause the game and kind of follow where he's going, as you've noticed right here. That's the best method I've found. So he should be this one right here. And you have to hit him 3 times. I think, maybe it's 4. I guess we'll find out. And the last time, I think it is 3, but the last time they will get a lot faster, and it's a lot harder to figure out which one they are. Okay, and there we go, we got a lightning stone from these guys. I just so happened to get lucky and get it really early. So, we're gonna go a lot faster this time. Because like I said, I think it is 3 that they stop at. There we go. Maybe it's 4. It's gotta be 4, okay. Okay, that was a lot faster. If you guess wrong 3 times, they will disappear, and I just guessed wrong for the 2nd time. Hopefully I don't miss again. There we go. So there he goes, he's out of health, and we get our 2nd lightning stone. I think if you get a couple in a row, they'll start giving you more lightning stones. I think that's how it works, but don't quote me on that. So we're done with those guys, obviously, so we're gonna head over to the treehouse now. And I'm not sure if I already switched them on to this, but for this, the hit count really matters, so go ahead and, yeah, I already did. Sorry about that. Switch Donald and Goofy to manual and have them only attack occasionally, because them attacking will actually lower the hit count for this rare Heartless. And yeah, so we don't have to go through the vines. We're gonna, oh, I just fell. Okay, we're here at the treehouse, and if normal Heartless like these wyverns show up, just go ahead and back out and go back in, as that's not what we're looking for. Sometimes it takes a couple times to find what you're looking for. I like to kind of go back to areas sometimes, because that tends to work out better. Then the Heartless you're looking for will show up. See if we got it. So here we go. We're looking for these white mushrooms, and as you can see, they aren't moving, so they want us to cast stop on them. And they're so nice. They give us our MP balls to try and replenish our MP from those stop spells. And there are 3 of these guys, just hanging out, and you're gonna want to cast stop on all 3 of them, and then the Heartless we're looking for will appear, and they appear in a bunch of random places throughout this treehouse, so you just gotta kind of look around for them. I found them in some really odd places, like on top, and oh, here we go. Sometimes they're up there, sometimes they're in the boat. They're just everywhere. So here's the third one. And he's gonna give us our MP balls again. Alright, so then our Heartless friend will appear. If you haven't already like made this hole in the floor, he will appear in here. But since I have the hole in the floor, here he is. He falls through. This is the pink Agricus, I think that's how you say it. It's just spelled really weird. So for this guy, we're gonna want to cast Agrabah on ourselves, just for those extra hits, and I'm gonna use an ether to replenish my MP. And then we're gonna want to lock onto his head, and then cast Stop. And then I like to use Ragnarok for this guy, because that really increases your hit counts. Just hit the crap out of him. Like I said, hit count's what really matters here. So get as many hits as you can in the time that you have. There we go. Okay. So, as you see, you get a lot of XP, because it gives you a bunch of points. And he starts dropping his item at, oh wow, I got 90 of them. That's really good. He starts dropping it at 40, I think. And he also drops a lot of other stuff. And I actually got 2 of them. You can see those big red boxes is what we're looking for. He also drops ethers and high potions and stuff. And those are what we were really looking for, those 2 serenity powers. And I got really lucky. Those things do not like to drop at all. So I just happened to get really lucky and get quite a few of them. I suggest getting at least 7 of them and just getting them all out of the way and not having to worry about coming back, because they are super annoying. And there is nothing here at the Olympus Coliseum, because obviously it's Coliseum and nothing drops. So we're going to move on to Agrabah instead. Okay, and then we're going to start in Aladdin's house and head on into the city towards the palace gates. Ignore these guys. They're not what you're looking for. And actually, our Heartless isn't here right now. So, head on back and come back in. Hopefully he'll be here. Alright, so this is what we're looking for. The bunch of pots, there's 12 of them. And as you can see, I'm kind of just moving around. Moving all these pots, because the Heartless we're looking for is inside one of these pots. And the way you know which one is which is you will not be able to move one of the pots, and this one right here is the one I'm looking for. So just kind of hit the rest of these pots and take those out. Try not to hit this one or whichever one it happens to be, because that reduces your chance of getting the item from this Heartless. Sometimes you can't help it, like the Ultima Weapon has a really, really long reach, but I mean, you're probably watching this guide to get your Ultima Weapon, so it doesn't really matter. So just be careful, and as you see, you get 100 XP from that last one. So we're gonna go ahead and attack this guy. Go ahead and cast Agrabah on yourself again. A lot of these bosses are gonna use Agrabah. I don't know why they had them set up like this, but that's just how it is. So you can't attack him normally. You have to wait until he does this and knocks himself upside down, and then you can finally attack him. And that's the only method of damaging him. And these purple spots are poison, as I'm sure you have collected just through observation, so it's ran in there. Well, it did just hurt you a little bit, and I'm surprised he hasn't turned more down. Usually he has a lot more. There we go. Floating around here, kind of bug you. And there he drops his Mithril Stone, which is what we are looking for. And now we're going to move on to Halloweentown, to my favorite Rare Heartless. That one was my second. I don't know why. I just really like that one. And so, unfortunately for me, this Heartless is kind of far in. We're going to go to the site of Oogie Boogie's mansion, and I guess I will cut all that out because that takes a while. So I will see you guys when I get there. Okay, so here we have some rare mushrooms, and I'm actually not very good at these guys, but I know that you can get a special item from them if you keep them unlocked for a while. They really like that for some reason. They really like to bounce. And the items that they give you, like all of the mushroom Heartless in this game, is the mystery goo. And those are actually really needed. And the best ones to get them from, or the easiest ones, is the white mushrooms. But you can get them from the rares and the blacks. But I just prefer the white ones. We'll probably cover that in a little bit. So this is a good sign. This is where the Heartless is going to end up. Having just these white knights is what we're looking for. I'm not actually sure that anything besides these white knights actually appears. I've never actually seen it happen, because every time I've come here, it's just been the white knights. And here is the rare one. It's called the Chimera. So these balls right here, as you can see, I cast Agrabah on myself and kind of shot him back towards him. And that's what you're going to want to do. Those balls increase your odds of getting the rare item that this guy dropped, which is the Blazing Stone. You have to empty his health bar. There's a lucid jump. His like temporary health bar, I guess you can call it. And it'll show his true health right there. And you don't want to hit him while those balls are out. Just hit the balls at him, and they'll do enough damage to eventually do him in. So just kind of knock those back towards him as much as you can, and it'll increase your odds of getting the Blazing Stone. And this one is just, again, for some reason, my favorite. I'm not sure why. He's just really fun, and I personally think it's really easy to get the item. I've gotten 3 at once, I think, which is really nice. Here we go. It's kind of being a jerk, moving around a lot. Okay, so here we go. Just got a bunch of them. Much hits. And there we are, the Blazing Stone. So that's all we have for this guy. So we're gonna move on to Monstro real quick. And this is another one of my favorites, rare Heartless. Because he's just fun to beat, I guess. I don't know. Because he's really easy, in my opinion. And also, I will add that Halloweentown is a very good place to kind of grind out a bunch of items, because they drop lucid gems and bright gems, and these guys drop bright gems, I think. No, I don't know what they drop, but they lucid crystals, I believe, and those are pretty rare drop, and you want quite a few of them. And for those blazing stones, you probably want about 7 or 8 of those, I think, total. But I don't have a running total of all the items you need for every synthesis, but I'm just giving you a rough estimate of what I gathered, and I'm sure someone has the actual total. So if you want that, just go ahead and look it up. It's probably pretty easy to find. So I will see you guys here in a minute at Monstro. Alright, we're back again. And for this one, we're going to go straight up to the second area you explore here in the throat. Okay. And we're going to ignore all of these Heartless that spawn. We don't need any of them. And just go straight up to where our second boss battle was with the Parasite Cage. Go straight up, and if we're lucky, our rare Heartless is supposed to spawn. So he didn't this time, so we're going to go out and go back in. Let's see. Do we have him this time? There he is. This is the giant ghost. And for this guy, we want to give him items. That is his thing. I don't know why, but that's just how he works. And the best ones to give him, I've actually found, is elixirs. Did he already leave? What the heck? Okay, well, I'll go back in and show you guys. I'll find them. I actually don't think I have any elixirs is the problem here. But just take my word for it, 2 elixirs gets them right off the bat. And sometimes he'll actually drop extra stuff. Let's see if I can find some. And I don't. Okay. So what else do I have though? I'm gonna try Mega Elixir, see if that works. So we're just gonna do some experimentation. Alright. And he's still not here. Just go ahead and head back out if he's not there, because there's gonna be, I think, bouncy wilds in there, and those are really annoying. Okay. Well, I don't foresee us actually finding this guy anytime soon. So the thing he does give you is frost gems, and like always, you're gonna want about 6 or 7 of them. But they're really easy to get. Wait, maybe it's 8. It might be 8. Like I said, if you just use the elixir trick, he gives you quite a few of them. Usually 2 at a time. If you use the elixirs, that's what I've come to notice. And I am on proud mode, so I think that kind of affects the drop rate maybe a little bit. And even on proud mode, using 2 elixirs makes him drop 2 of them. So that's just a good method. And like I said, it won't take very long for him to drop them. So we're just gonna go ahead and move on from this guy as soon as what the hell? Sorry about that, guys. Very surprised that he didn't spawn again. But he's very easy to get spawn or get his items. So I'm not too worried about you guys finding them and getting them. Let's see. What am I missing? So we're gonna go ahead and go to the cabin of Neverland and go find our next Heartless. It's actually a pretty easy one. I just did that wrong. This is another good place to grind for items, especially in this room in particular. The pirates give you power gems. You're gonna need quite a few of them. And they're more rare mushrooms. I don't want to deal with those guys right now though. So what else we got? Here we go. This guy is called a jet balloon, and you want to immediately cast Agrabah on yourself for those guys. The screwdrivers, they're really nasty. They will knock most of your MP out of you, and you'll lose a lot of money. So, or not your MP, your money out of you. So just cast Agrabah and go gung-ho attack on that guy. He's very easy to beat. And as you saw, I actually got 2 of the dazzling stones, and like always, you'll need probably about 7 of them just to be safe. So that's all for Neverland, actually. I know it was very quick. So now we're gonna go to Hollow Bastion for another rare Heartless, and we're gonna start in the library this time. You can find this Heartless in I don't know what it's called. I think it's maybe the Grand Hall. I should have gone down. But I don't really like going up there. This one's easy. And he's right there actually. As you can see, he's kind of invisible, which is a little odd. If you don't notice him right away, he will start to attack you, and eventually you will notice him. This is the invisible soldier, and he's pretty easy to beat. Just lock onto him and follow him around and kick his butt, and you'll get your energy stone out of him. The spawn rate of this guy is ridiculous. I know I spent like an hour and a half trying to gather enough energy stones. I think it's like 6 or 7. I think you need quite a few of those, more than normal. And I know I say 6 or 7 every time, but that's just me being safe and gathering extra, just so I don't have to come back ever. But he's really easy to beat. It's just his rate of spawn is really low. So we're gonna go ahead to our last world, the end of the world, and go to Final Rest. And instead of going and beating the final boss, obviously we're gonna go back here. And this is not the sound you want to hear, the sound of the normal Heartless appearing. While you do get a very specific item from these Heartless, those Heartless, these are the ones we're actually looking for. But the Gales, you will need at least 4 or 5 of them from the Invisibles and Angel Stars, which are specific to only the end of the world. But these guys are the Neo Shadows that we will see throughout the rest of the series. They're pretty easy to beat. I just like casting Agrabah on myself because they do quite a bit of damage, and Agrabah is the best way to avoid all of that damage. There's no real way to beat these guys, just kind of hammer them with damage, and eventually they will die. All of them will. They've got a couple tricks up their sleeves, but don't really worry too much about it. Like that, I think they just grabbed my leg. Here we go. Here's a little another visual of it. And when they get down to just the one, he'll do that. That's really weird, I don't know why. But they do drop the Stormy Stone, which is what we are looking for. And I think the number we're looking for on those is 6. So just kind of go in and out like I'm doing right now, and they will keep appearing for you. Just gather all of them, and hotfully, that's not what I was looking for. Hopefully, the last time I tried to record this video, the other Heartless that appear in here wouldn't appear for me, but hopefully it will this time. We're looking for, not the ones I'm looking for, the white mushrooms like to appear in this room, and this is the best and only place you can get the last 2 blizzard arts for the 7 elements shield for Goofy, and I'll actually show that to you really quick. It's this one. You have to get all 7 blizzard arts, which you get from the white mushrooms for doing the same spell on them 3 times in a row. So you cast Fire God on them 3 times and you get a spell art. And I've actually found that that's the best way to get mystery use, is to cast the same exact spell on them. And I think that's a higher drop rate. Personally, I've just come to see that, but it might not be true. But anyway, in that room right before Final Rest is the best place I have found for that. You also find them a couple other places, in Wonderland, in the Lotus Forest, in Deep Jungle at the camp, and those are good places to get your spell arts for your beginning spells like Cure and Fire and Blizzard and stuff. But your lower end ones you're gonna want to get here. They do appear, but it just takes forever, and I don't want to bore you guys with that. So that is actually it. And oh, another place you can find the pink Agrabah is in Atlantica, in the underground cave, or not the underground, the undersea cave, right next to Ariel's grotto. But due to the fact that you're swimming and not on land, I feel like it's actually a lot harder to get all of those hits in. And I've never had a Serenity Power drop for me there, so I just go ahead and stick with the treehouse. So that is actually all I have for you guys. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you in a little bit, probably tomorrow, when I start taking on Kingdom Hearts Re-Chain of Memories. So I'll see you guys then, and keep on gaming.